Hey guys, it's Jessie, and I'm going to give you 50 facts about me. Why, I don't know. But here you go. I am 18. My birthday is in November. I have been a vegan for over 2 years. I have never done drugs. My middle name is Caitlin. I am from Florida. I love to read anything and everything, and I mean that. My favorite band is The Matches. I know. You probably already knew that. I've never met my father before. My favorite singer is, and correct me if I say this incorrectly, Ray LaMontagne. I used to weigh over 230 pounds. I'm going to college to be a dietitian. But newsflash, I always wanted to be an archaeologist. I am super tall. I'm about 5'9", give or take. I'm kind of super shy and completely super awkward. Very, very, very socially awkward, actually. I may or may not be a part-time agoraphobe. I still have not had my first kiss. I have this creepy obsession with Sean Harris and Eugene Hutz. I love men with beards. They're just awesome. My favorite books include The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, Lord of the Rings, and The Catcher in the Rye. My favorite color is green. Yeah. I really love people who follow the rules of grammatical structure. I've actually never had a real relationship. No. Just online ones. But only one. So I don't know. You take from that what you will. I'm extremely nice. Yeah. And that's not a lie. I'm actually really emotionally sensitive. And I probably shouldn't be telling you that. I love to cook and bake. Plain and simple. I'm awesome at it. I really want to adopt hundreds of kids one day. Just have a whole bunch of them. And no, I don't want to have any of my own, because why would I when there are so many other great children out there? There's no reason to have my own. I mean, I will love those kids that I adopt just as much as if I had my own, because they're the same. After I go to college, yes, to be a dietitian, I am going to open a health food store / restaurant, and yes, it will be all vegan. I really want to travel the world, and I'd rather not live in one place, at least not for too long, because, I mean, this world is so big, and we have access to it. Why would you stay in one spot? There's no reason to. Not for me, anyways. I do spend most of my time alone, and most of the time I like it, but a lot of times I feel like I'm supposed to be hanging out with other people, so I do. My mother owns a second-hand store, and I work there, and I shop there, and I don't really buy new clothes, at least not that often. I think that moving to New York, specifically the Adirondacks, was the best decision of my life. It has impacted me so much that I don't think that if I'd moved here, I would have had as many opportunities as I had beforehand. I get along better with people who are older than me rather than kids my own age, because when I'm around kids my own age, I just notice that the conversations kind of lack, and that they're more about stupid things rather than intellectual things. And I mean, yeah, I'm immature, and I like to have immature conversations and say, that's what she said, but I also like to have those really amazing intellectual conversations too. It might come as a new shock, but I don't really like children, but they do love me. And it's not really just some children, it's most of them because of their parents. And I know that that sounds like really odd, but it's true. It's the parents' fault. Parents most of the time suck these days. They're not very good parents. And I'm not saying that all parents suck, because they don't, but a lot of them just have that, oh, I don't care attitude, or they don't spend enough time with their kids, or this, that, and the other thing, you know? So, yes, parents, I am blaming you. I really, really love to learn. History, anything. Just, I love to learn. I hate school. Tell me how that makes sense. I dislike the majority of people in this world, and yet somehow I still love all of them completely and just utterly. I love them. I love people. I don't have my license, and I probably never will. I don't like driving. I feel like you miss out on so many things in this world when you drive by things and don't take the time to just look at them and take in everything around you. If you go out for a bike ride or a walk, you see every little detail. But when you drive by them, you don't even notice things. You just kind of glance at them. You're missing out on so much when you drive a car. I love bikes. It's as simple as that, I guess. I don't think I could ever date somebody who wasn't a vegetarian, or that I saw potential in becoming a vegetarian. And that's just because I think that being vegan is so ingrained into my morals and my life that if I dated somebody who wasn't also a vegetarian or vegan, that it would impact me far too much, and I don't think that I could deal with that. Kudos to the people who can date, who are vegans, who can date people who aren't, but I'm not so certain that I could. Most people that I meet don't like me because I don't go along with the general consensus. I don't agree with most people what they say. I mean, I still like them as people, but if somebody says something, I'm not just going to agree to agree. Sometimes I disagree just to disagree, though. Just 'cause it's good to have a conversation where not everybody is agreeing, and they're just kind of I like to challenge people, I guess you could say. I wish I had more vegan friends in real life, because, newsflash, I live in the Adirondack Mountains. Everyone I know hunts, and you don't really meet a lot of vegans around here. Definitely a culture shock for me, I guess, living here. I really love tea. I used to hate it, but now it's just, I love it. I miss my friends in Florida a lot. A lot. This is the honest truth. I have never followed a fad. And by that I mean I was never emo. I was never seen. I was never anything like that. And it's not really because I didn't like the way these people dress, which I don't, because, you know, there's no reason to dress like everybody else. But honestly, I felt like I wasn't skinny or pretty enough to dress in certain ways, or wear the tight skinny jeans, or anything like that. So I guess that's why I never really followed that. But I also think that it's good to be an individual. I mean, why not wear different clothes than you normally would? I mean, one day dress like what would be considered a prep. One day dress like a scene kid, whatever. I mean, who cares if you're being a poser or whatever? Just dress how you want. Be who you want to be. I mean, it shouldn't be all about dressing this way because that's the way everybody wants you to dress, or dressing this way because that's the way people don't want you to dress, or do want you to dress, or whatever. Just, I think that honestly the best way to dress is whatever you want. And I don't care if it doesn't match or not. Just dress in it. Unless you're a nudist, I guess. But that's another story. I have absolutely no self-esteem. I mean, really, none at all. I do love myself. And I do love the world. And I love you. Don't pronounce it wrong, because you sound stupid. But I really, really, really love people who follow the rules of... Awesome here. You need to stop using that word. That's what she said.